It is a large and dangerous creature, though it seems fairly trusting of the fauna around it. Once attacked, Coelodonta begins charging towards its foe. It builds up momentum as it charges, and depending on its ultimate impact speed, the results can be terrifying. With enough room to charge, it can even skewer the largest creatures in just one go. Despite how powerful Coelodonta are, many tribes still hunt them extensively due to their unique abilities. Its horns can ground into a highly arousing sound, and its thick fur can cause many interesting outcomes, making the Coelodonta in high demand. Even less advanced tribes use packs to hunt them down, though at significant cost. When not being hunted for its horns, Coelodonta makes an impressive beast of burden. Its ability to take on far larger opponents, provided sufficient charge movement, as well as its sizably low capacity, make it a solid addition to any trading party or gathering expedition. Island was normal exactly. I mean, there are giant obelisks floating in the sky for Pete's sake. Not to mention that cave I found, which hid a platform similar to those found at the base of said obelisks. Well, similar, except for those oddly shaped holes that were carved into its podium. I guess I just didn't care about all that. So long as I had my beautiful, unique, and untainted ecosystem to study, I was happy. But now, no. I shouldn't write it off just yet. Not before I arrive at Rockwell's. There's still a chance that my data is off, or that I missed something obvious. I won't give up on my paradise just yet.
Even with an expanded number of test subjects, I just cannot find the passion that I once had for my research. I truly thought that my recent adventure had lit a fire in my belly, but I constantly find myself losing focus. Confound it all. Perhaps said adventure itself is the problem. Thinking about it, I am always eager to discuss the obelisks and the artifacts I found with my assistants, even when I'm not in the mood for research. There is a certain allure to them that I cannot describe, something that causes my thoughts to drift in their direction, like the pull of a strong tide. But it could simply be a passing fancy. I must give myself more time. wondrous properties of the flora on this island will never cease to amaze me. If I told my colleagues in London that I could create a concoction capable of erasing someone's memories, I'd be laughed out of the room and never invited to tea again. Yet here it sits, my mind wipe tonic. As usual, I've had tribal leaders groveling at the gates of Rockwell Manor just for the tiniest of samples. And for the recipe, oh, I'm not interested in creatures. I have their protection, eyes for my studies, all the time in the world. What more could I ask?
It's hard to believe that it shares a similar silhouette with the pteranodon and nests near the absolute highest peaks. Upon closer inspection, Quetzalcoatlus is an enormous creature with tremendous power. I find it strange that such a large, imposing creature is so still. Unlike other creatures, it is more likely to flee than fight. I suppose the decision to flee from its trouble keeps the species alive on an island with so many dangerous predators. But then, how does it eat enough to sustain explain its massive size. Tamed Quetzalcoatlus have a very specific role on the island. Too slow to be an efficient transport and too weak to be an effective warbird. The tribes I have encountered tend to employ it as a mass carrier. Quetzalcoatlus is primarily used by these masters of the skies to safely carry vast quantities of supplies, creatures, and human cargo from one base to another without time.
Ever so glad to see Miss Walker again. My assistants are clever in their own right, but dear Helena is still the only person that I feel comfortable diving into my deeper theories with. I fear that I may have kept her from getting a word in edgewise, though. Once I got going on the obelisks, why, I just couldn't contain my enthusiasm. My word, I really have become quite enamored with the subject, haven't I? Well, that settles it. After this next set of trials, I shall go check on the Iron Brotherhood's progress. Perhaps I can convince Miss Walker to join me. We could make a real scientific expedition out of it.